Hey! So today's a really important video. It's all about what I packed. This is really important. If you're planning on getting a BBL, you of course want to know what to pack, right? So none of this is in order, any chronological order. This is just like as I pick it up, I'll show you what it is. The very first thing though that I want to tell you that is super important is bring your own paperwork, your own documentation. Because if you know that like all of the surgery centers out there in Miami, that's what they are. They're surgery centers. So they have hundreds of girls coming in, they lose your paperwork, all that. So bring your own copy of your own everything. And I even printed out like my hotel reservations. I made a list of all of my groceries that I was gonna buy out there, like all healthy fats, things like that. What else? I brought my supplies list, and I brought like my car rental confirmation, all of this stuff. But the most important thing out of here that I would say that you need is all of your labs. All of the labs. I did go to 305 plastic surgery myself, and but I went to Dr.Digeronimo, so it's through his private practice. You don't go to 305 at all, which was really great because they're always so busy. And yeah, I even like made myself, I've been planning this for months. I made myself a list of everything that I was gonna pack, and I'll show you everything. But the main important thing, ladies, is to have your labs, because they will just give you the whole runaround. Like I brought all of my labs, all like everything. So that I think is the most important thing that you could bring out there. Of course, you'll need your supplies, but they be playing with girls, and it's terrible because you know, especially if you're coming from out of state, you have to get on a plane, all this stuff. Like for me, I never got my official medical clearance text message like they do. They're like supposed to text you, okay, you're cleared, we'll see you on your surgery day or whatever, stuff like that. I never got that, so that's why I brought all my stuff, so I could be like, bam, here it is. My lab results are good, my hemo was good, everything was good. So let's get into what I packed. First thing that I had, and the first thing that I used, I bought these oversized sweatpants from Ross for like $10 in the men's section. They're a size XL. I usually wear like a medium. Yeah, so oversized sweats, because like I said, I'm coming from out of state and I needed to get on the plane back home, and I just wanted to be comfortable. You don't want to wear like leggings that are tight, because like it's too much. You're gonna swell on the flight. My legs got so big, so you just want to be comfortable. Since we're on the clothing, I bought these tank tops. I got these also from Ross, because some people don't need them, but if your skin is sensitive like mine is, then you want to put this on underneath your faja before you put like all of your foams and stuff in. I do have my foams and boards in, by the way. You live in those for a couple of months after, so might as well get used to it. But I bought a black and white. I did get a set of 4, maybe for $6 at Ross. I know on Amazon they were like $12 or something. So Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, DD's, whatever you can get on discount, get it. Okay, this I didn't bring with me, but I wanted to show you ladies anyway, because this is my second faja. The one that I'm wearing right now, I woke up in this from surgery. It's a size XL, but I did get it altered when I came back home at 1.5 weeks. 1.5 weeks I got it altered, and now it fits like an XL. This faja I bought from Pretty Girl Curves out in Miami. That I just got my lip gloss on. And this is a size XL. It makes me look really, really nice, so I love this. But you should have two, because you're gonna wash them, and you always want one like that's already dry so you can get right back into it. Okay, what's next? Clothing. Not really clothing, but I did bring my Sweet Sweat band, because there was some, I don't think I actually used this out in Miami when I was out there. I did stay out there for 7 days, Monday to Monday, by the way. I was out there 2 days before surgery, and then I left 5 days after. So I didn't use this in Miami, but I do use it at home now, so you may want to have one. And this is for extra compression, so I try to make it as tight as I can. I did see that they come out with nude colors now, so I do want to. Okay, I don't know where that cut off, but it did, so let's get back to it. So next thing, I guess I can do this. Now the room that I booked, it's at the Wood Springs Hotel in Doral, Miami. It had a kitchen. It was so nice. It had a kitchen and a full fridge and a sink, so we stayed there. My mom packed in her suitcase that I don't have is pans. It sounds funny, but like she wasn't bringing any clothes or anything like that. So we had kitchen pans, 1 pot, which was really helpful because I ate a lot of oatmeal and like cream of wheat, stuff like that, and spatulas. We also brought our own seasoning, so we didn't have to buy stuff like that. But I did buy groceries, and I can go into that later. So these are the liquid IVs. If you haven't seen them already, they're supposed to be really good for you and have a lot of electrolytes, which I needed the electrolytes. That's why I got that. I did put that in my drink. I was drinking this. I had like two of these pretty much 2 a day, pretty much. While I was out there. And also to save space in your suitcase, I packed all of my like camis, my t-shirts, my like underwear, socks, or anything like that inside of this while I was out there, so it like or while I was traveling, so it saved a lot of room in my suitcase. Next thing, since we're on the foods, are these prunes. Not only are they delicious, but they help you use the bathroom too. So these are prunes, because I didn't want to take stool softener, because I knew I would be taking a lot of medication. I didn't want to do like over too much. This I packed I used a couple of them. I was drinking tea out there, chamomile tea, not black tea or green tea, because it has caffeine in it. And the caffeine makes your body not absorb iron. So why take an iron vitamin if you're going to drink coffee or tea or anything like that? So I put these in my hot water. Delicious. I also bought lemons, avocado, stuff like that. I did bring my own collagen powder. You can take collagen supplements if you want, but I did bring collagen powder. Oh, I didn't take the supplements 2 weeks before surgery. Oh, no, 1 week before surgery. I stopped taking all of my supplements except for folic acid, vitamin C, and iron. That's what they tell you to take. So I did bring collagen powder. We borrowed a blender, a Magic Bullet, from Walmart when I was out there. So I put this in everything that I blended, and like even my oatmeal or cream of wheat, stuff like that. I put the collagen powder in there because it helps with your skin elasticity. Next, these vitamins. Not vitamins, these bedtime beauty vitamins from Ollie, these gummies. Again, they prescribe to you a sleeping medication, but I didn't want to take it. And I didn't even take the pain medicine that Dr.Digeronimo prescribes to you, which is Tramadol. I didn't take it. The reason I didn't take it is because my surgery sister was telling me, and the pharmacist too, was telling me that, excuse me, if you take the pain medication with the sleeping medication, like too close together at nighttime, it could actually like be really dangerous and make your heart stop. So I was like, no thanks, not for me. I was fine off Tylenol. I took Tylenol for the first 2 days. The third day, I was like, okay, instead of every 4 hours, I can take it like once every like 8 hours or so. I was good. I did pack arnica, and I also bought the arnica tablets. I didn't really use it. I didn't need to pack this out there because my skin was very sensitive, like even to touch and rub hurt. And also your incisions are open. So you don't want to put anything inside of your incisions because you can get an infection. All kind of stuff can happen. So I bought this, but I didn't use it until after I came home 5 days later. And even now, I still don't really use it because like I get out the shower, I put this on, and then I have to stand here and wait for it to dry because it is tacky, because it's a gel on your skin. And I don't want to put my foams and stuff on that because then my foams are going to get messed up and dense. So you can use this. I didn't even use this really. I did just take them like 1 day before surgery in hopes that it would like help me any kind of way, and maybe it did, maybe it didn't, I don't know. But I still have these. I didn't really need to take them. You can also do the arnica tea or pineapple tea. That's what we did too, because it helps with inflammation. Out there, I also bought ginger and pineapple and like cranberry juice, orange juice, because you want to stay hydrated. What's next? I did bring a pack of wipes. This was really helpful for me using the bathroom. I didn't really need to wipe anything else down, but just using the bathroom, because it's like, you know, it's hard to get the tissue back there and like all that. This, a lot of people don't talk about chia seeds. They're so important. They have a lot of fiber, like more fiber than spinach. They have omega-3. They have vitamins A and D and C, I want to say. They have like, I'm blanking on all of the other benefits from chia seeds, but just throw some of those in your smoothies or your drinks and just like drink them because they're really, really good for you. I brought peanut butter out there. I could have bought this at Walmart, but I love peanut butter. It's also like good protein. So because you're not gonna feel like hungry and stuff like that. Well, at least I didn't. You feel like you know, sick. You don't want to eat. You don't have an appetite. So on that note, speaking of appetite, gummies. These are medical marijuana gummies. The ones that I got are 5 milligram THC, and I also got one that's 10 milligram THC. I'm from California, so this is really easy to get. Hopefully it's easy to get for you too, but this helps. Also helps you sleep. And for those smokers out there, because you can't smoke like any wraps or anything like that, just papers. So no nicotine, or else they will send you home. They'll send you home, girl, I'm telling you. Since I should have mentioned this with the liquid IV, but I also packed these vitamin C packages. Also something to like help flavor the water, but it also has vitamin C, which is something you need to be taking anyway. I brought deodorant, of course. Also in my toiletries. I didn't show you that, but like toothbrush, toothpaste, and face wash, and a face lotion, or yeah, face lotion. You don't really need body lotion because you're not supposed to put any of that on before your surgery. Like no body lotion, no oil, no perfume, no nothing, no jewelry, no nothing. They don't want you to put anything on. So I just packed a face lotion, and it was really small. And I also brought a vitamin, oh no, this is an A&D ointment. I brought that to protect my skin, but again, I didn't really put anything on the first week. I could have left that here when I got back home because your skin is so sensitive, you don't really want to touch it. Which is why I bought this. This Dermaplast it's a spray. So it's a spray ointment to help with pain, itch, and burn. This was a good idea to bring because it sprays, so you're not touching your skin because it is sensitive. The product itself is okay. It's not as oily as I was hoping it would be, and it's not as like, I don't know, it just like sprays, and then like it sprays and it gets everywhere. It's like a big cloud. You can't breathe, you choke and all that. So the fact that it sprays, I like, but the product itself, I'm not a huge fan of. Okay, next thing I packed was these alcohol wipes. I didn't really need so many, but I had a box anyway. So this was just to wipe the incisions down before you put out, because you do shower. They tell you to shower like the day after your post-op, which is the day after your surgery. And so I did just want to clean down everything after the shower. I'm doing this because I have 2 incisions here. I did bring soap. I got the dial soap that they tell you to bring. It's antibacterial. It comes in a pack of 2. This isn't the exact one, but I couldn't find the dial. Maybe in my shower. Next was some pads. I brought a bunch of these. I used them too, not just for like the padding, but I also started my cycle the day of surgery just because my body was in shock. Like I was supposed to start the week after, but I started the day of my surgery. After surgery, like it came on. So this I use, I'm not a big tampons person. I use this for my pad, but also you can fold them up and put them like in your faja. There's a gap here if you have the board in, which I do. So you can put this here between the board and your skin for protection, for cushion. You can fold these up and put them, like right now I have a big pad in my lower back. You can fold them up because you want to compress your lower back. Speaking of compression, this is an earplug that I just smashed with my knee, but you put it in your belly button and it'll help keep its shape instead of it being kind of like horizontal or maybe vertical because of all the stuff in here. Put a earplug in your belly button. It'll keep its shape. Next, some chapstick. You don't want to be suffering and all this stuff. Even though I was drinking a lot of water, I was still dry. I think because you drink so much and then your body's like, okay, it's too much, so it pees it out. So you drink more and you're thirsty and thirsty. Bring some chapstick, y'all. You don't need your lips hurting. Your body's already hurting you. I did bring a measuring tape because I wanted to take some very last minute before pictures, and I did post on my Instagram, Digeronimo doll 21, that I took a before photo and I measured. So my measurements are on there if you want to see. This is the one thing I packed and did not use. I didn't need it. It's the roll. I use it now after I shower. I am about 2 weeks post-op, so I use it now after I shower and roll everything. But your skin is too sensitive for this. This is also something I packed but didn't bring, I packed but didn't use on my actual torso. But I did use it like on my arms and my legs and stuff. It's a dry brush. It helps to stimulate blood flow and like collagen production, stuff like that. It's really good for you. And you're gonna be itchy like crazy. I started itching as soon as I got home, pretty much after a week. So you just dry brush your body and it really helps. Also that I brought was this shower curtain liner. This is an actual mattress cover that I think we got at the dollar store out there, but shower curtain liner too to protect the bed. And also the pee pads, pee pads to cover the bed. One thing I didn't mention about the pads, you can get the big poise pads and then put them here on your side for extra protection and for more compression too, because you want to shape your body, and having more padding is going to like make your waist, smaller. So people use the big poise ones. I wasn't draining that much, surprisingly, because I know some people will put them here because you have incisions here too. So some people put them here to drain and catch all that, which is a great idea. I didn't think I was gonna, I don't know, I didn't get the poise pads. I knew I wasn't gonna use them. This was a lifesaver. Anytime you go to Miami, it's hot. If you're from any other state, I don't care. It's hot. So I went in a time that's not super hot, but I am kind of allergic to the air conditioning in hotel rooms. So we didn't have the AC on, but we used these, and they have the little USB ports. You can plug it in pretty much anywhere. This was a lifesaver. I had this running. Oh, also, I washed my foams out there. One day, I think it was like 2 days post-op, I like misplaced the padding over the foam, so I got blood everywhere, so on the foam. So I washed the foam out with soap and water, and then I let it sit over the window with this running over it, and it dried really quick. This, I don't know how people I don't know. You need this, girl. You need this. This is a female urinal. On Amazon, it comes with this bag and another one for like $4 maybe. It's the best. I'll show you. I don't want to show you too much, but like in the opening of your faja, you just put it in there, and it's just the greatest. You don't have to use your hands, and you're gonna have to pee, and you can't squat over the toilet because you're so sore and like all this stuff. So get you a female urinal. It helps a lot. I also brought an eye mask because I can't sleep on planes. I did have spare earplugs too for my ears. Now, my surgery center did me wrong, okay? Let me tell you. I was supposed to get a BBL pillow in my package, but they ran out. So I've never got a BBL pillow, so I'm still fighting to get my refund from them. So I did get one from my massage therapist out here in my hometown. Thankfully, she sells them. So I had to struggle. I'm so glad my massage therapist told me to bring a yoga mat. So I brought this with me too, so that I could sit on the plane with my BBL pillow and then this be behind my back, so there's more support. But I never got the pillow. So my butt had to go to Goodwill. I found this thing for $1. So I was kneeling on the plane with the yoga mat and then my pillow. Girl, you just have to get through it. I have a 6-hour flight. I'm home though. I made it. What else? this is all of the vitamins that I took. I did bring 2 of these, but I never even opened the second one. I still continue to take my vitamins every day. I take them just because I have them. Why not take them? So I have chlorophyll, which is really helpful for like your healing and stuff. I have chlorophyll, biotin, B12, D3, folic acid, vitamin C, iron, hyaluronic acid. Because, yeah, I still take all of that. Oh, you don't really bring any clothes. The only thing that I brought was that pair of pants, those sweatpants, my t-shirts, and these Crocs. I literally only brought 1 pair of shoes. That's it. I wasn't going out to eat. I knew that. I wasn't going to party. I knew that. I was going to recover. So that was all that I needed. And Crocs instead of slides because it has the strap. I was coming on. I was sitting in the trunk of the car, laying in the trunk of the car pretty much the whole time I was out there. So you need the strap so that they don't slide off your feet. Everything else that's not in this video, it was something edible that I bought out there in Walmart, like the gallons of water, all of my fruits and vegetables, which we cooked there. I didn't DoorDash or order anything like that because I knew you just don't know what kind of salt is in there. Like you don't know what they're cooking with. And if you know, then you know that you're not supposed to have salt because it can like help make you swell and stuff. So I didn't take that. I think that's all.